Hey guys, good day. Welcome to this episode. Okay, let me take us back to last week episode. What happened? All right. So last week I made a prediction that gold was going to trade lower. I made a prediction that gold was going to trade lower on the weekly charts, and it did. So gold traded lower. So based on my prediction, I said this is the weekly fair value gap price traded into respected the 0.5.6 retracement level, and it's now trading lower, right? And we have this swing high already created. So our expectation is for price to take out this particular low, but for that to happen, you have to take this one, and this is the most recent low. That is the last week low, and that was created. So price traded from this high to this low last week after my prediction, and that was a good one. I think I took some few trades, one or two that gave me 1:9, 1:5, 1:4. I took some few trades last week, and last week was actually good for me somehow. All right, so today we're going to be doing a breakdown on what you're expecting. So ideally and clearly, we're expecting a continuation to the downside. All right, so this is almost the same pattern that repeated on the weekly chart around this area. Right, on the weekly chart we have this fair value gap, right? Price respected that area. Now come to the daily chart, you see that same thing has repeated here. This is the high, this is the low. Price has traded to 0.5.6 and is respecting it, right? So see this place has printed. Okay, that was something that happened last week, and I said gold was going to trade lower, not just because of the technical analysis though, but because of also the fundamental aspect, right? So what are we looking forward this week? What are we looking forward? We're looking the continuation of this movement to the downside. This low will be taken, this low will be taken, and ultimately this low will be taken. It might not happen this week, but we know that in recent time gold can actually make explosive movements that can exceed expectations, right? So we don't know what's going to happen, so we're just going to follow the market just the way it is trading right now. So what is my idea? How am I going to trade this pair? From this area right now, I'm looking for selling opportunities. That's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for selling opportunities. If you drop down now to the 4-hour charts, I'm someone that trades structure a lot, and I think that's a very good one for me recently. Me adding the market structure to my analysis is actually very important, right? So we saw clearly price pulled back right into this area and broke below. That is a break of structure lower, but you see that price broke above again, trading into the daily fair value gap 0.5.6 and respecting it. So first trading higher, and this movement then happened. So in this movement that happened down, I took some trades. I took some sell trades. You know, a lot of time price could actually just continue lower and break the low, but you know what happens most times? You get manipulations, which is just what happened here. So price traded lower, hits this other block right here. Price hit this other block right here, and now rejected upward. You know, but now what was my satisfaction? Why am I still very bearish? I'm bearish because price did not close above this high. They rather just took some liquidity and traded lower immediately. So my expectation is for price to keep trading lower, take out this low, and ultimately take out this low before the end of this week. All right, and that's my expectation from now. So going over to the 1-hour chart, what do I want to see? I clearly mark this line here. I clearly mark this line because I know that price, from where price could actually really just decide to trade higher, right? Because it already made this movement. So for me to continue my bearishness, I needed this low to be taken out. You can see clearly that price has taken out that low, but it has not closed below it yet. So I'm looking for a close below, a little bit of pullback, then I take sales. So this is the Asian session right now. I should have recorded this video earlier, but I had a lot of things I was doing. This is the Asian session, so I'm going to be trading the London session on this pair. So I expect that by that London session, this low must have been taken and price must have closed below it. I look for any kind of pullback to take sell continuation downward. All right, and that's the idea I have for gold right now. I'm strongly bearish for gold. I'm strongly bearish, right? So that's that for gold. So over to the next one, we have the NAS100 chart. All right, we have the NAS100 chart here. So you see clearly price is trending, is in a very upward trend. You can see how price has just traded vertically straight up without any pullback from the weekly chart clearly. So are we expecting a pullback very soon? Yes, we are expecting pullback, but we don't know when it's going to happen. Until it happens, we continue trading higher. Our buyers has to stick with what price is currently doing right now, right? So we have the high taking. You can see how this little bit of pullback happening on the daily chart, right? Breaking higher, right? You see breaking higher, pullback, break. So this is a most recent break that just happened. I'm still very bullish right here, right? I'm still very bullish. This is a most recent break, and you see this day close bullish too. What is my expectation for today? I expect that price also close bullish today. Why? Because that has been momentum for over some weeks now, and that's the current narrative of the market. Until otherwise happens, I'm going to stick with my bullish buyer for this pair, right? So you can see how I clearly mark how the structure has been breaking upward each time. So this is a more recent break of structure. From this low to this side break, we have a pullback. To this low, and we have another break right here, and we have this pullback, and we have this break. So this is the current range we are working within now. So between this high and this low. So what is my expectation? I've already marked out. I'm using my Fibonacci retracement tools, the 60 and the 50, or let's say 0.5, 0.6 retracement level. That's where I'm looking to take my trade for this particular pair, and that could happen maybe during the New York session or even during the London session. And this is actually my day trade for today. But for now, overall, I'm still very bullish. Though there are no clear targets upward, but we are just trading on all-time highs. So, and you know how these things can be. Most times you can just keep trading higher and higher until there's been a kind of shift in narrative, or there is a kind of fear. That's when you start seeing people. For now, but I'm seeing that the bulls are actually very more optimistic in this market, and they are likely going to keep pushing the price higher for the meantime until further notice. So what do I want to do? I want to keep following the trend just the way it is until I see maybe price break a low like this. Then maybe I can start trading lower, because I'm a day trader, I'm not a swing trader, right? That's why I can come every day, look for opportunities for me to go long or short the market. But for now, I take trades overall to the market movement, like overall to the current trend of the market. So we are still very bullish right now. So I'm only looking for bullish setup for this particular pair right now. So moving over to the next one, we have GBPUSD. So on GBPUSD, we're actually bullish too. Based on market structure, we're actually very bullish, right? We're actually very bullish. So some weeks ago, I shared with us how price has traded to a particular level and kept rejecting it over and over again, which is this support level right here. Sorry, this resistance level right here. You see how price 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right, before breaking, and after price broke, price retested that same level, turning to support, resistance turn support right here. All right, I don't trade support and resistance actually, but I think it's a good thing. So support and resistance is very important. Like, it's important for you to know how the current right of. So price traded back to that area after it broke higher, traded back to that area, and you see this most recent break, right? So what do we see? We are very bullish in this market. We are bullish. So what do we do? For now, you see clearly that price is trying to pull back, and I'm going to be looking for an opportunity if price pulls back to around 0.5, 0.6 retracement level to trade higher. So this is my overall what I want to see overall in this market: a retracement to around this area and a break above this high. And if price breaks that high, what are the ultimate targets we can have higher? We have this line here, which is a most recent swing high, and we have this high ultimately. So price is quite bullish right now, and might likely to continue higher, just the way it is, because you saw how this area was broken. A strong support, a strong resistance, turn now is support. And what do we expect? Really broke. Wow, now is a confirmation for us to buy if price gets to this low. All right, and that's my expectation for GBPUSD this week. All right, so that's it. That's my expectation for GBPUSD. So for now I can decide to trade the pullback, but I think it's more better, because instead of you to be spending your mental energy on trades that are actually of lower probability, or let's say of lower risk to reward, why not focus the energy on a good trade that you can get a higher risk to reward? So I think I'm trying to reason this way these days, because I think that's the best way to reason. You treat your brain like let's say a battery, because your brain can actually run down if you keep stressing your brain. it will run down. That means to get to a time you won't be at your peak performance anymore, and that happens when you keep taking trades that exhaust your brain, that exhaust your mind, that makes you not to think the right way. Imagine I take a trade. No, it might be well, yeah, but it's going to take a mental toll on me over time. Why? Because I'm on a trade. I'm trying to manage the trade. I'm trying to see how the trade is going to move well, and it would have been better I use that particular energy to trade to take a trade that can give me a higher risk to reward. You understand? So instead of me to waste that fuel on a trade that I'm not very sure of, because price can actually trade, just stop here and start pulling back anytime. All right, and that's that for GBPUSD. So overall this week, GBPUSD I'm bullish, right? Gold XAUUSD I'm bearish, and NAS100 I'm strongly bullish on this pair too. All right, so this is what I basically do on this channel. If you're also on your trading journey, or you're looking for a place where you could get current market narrative, make sure to subscribe to this channel, because if you keep watching my channel, over time you will learn how to know market structure, how to trade market structure, just the way I'm marking now. You're following, you're seeing my thought process and all that. So it's actually very important as a developing trader to learn as much as you can. And just as they say, and I've come to realize that trading is actually execution. With all the analysis, if you don't actually execute, you probably just wasting your time, because you never get better without executing. It's when you execute, you get a lot of mental signal that shows you, yeah, you're actually doing something. You understand? And over time, you keep improving and you keep learning and you get better over time, right? And that's the best thing to do. So make sure to subscribe to this channel, click the thumbs up button, as this kind of content will be constantly dropping on this channel. Thank you very much. See you on the next one.